Well, hey, Gundam Maniacs, those that don't know about Gundam, I wanted to use this video to let you know if GBO2 is worth playing in 2023, because it's seeing a Steam release even though it's like been on console for over 3 years. So let's get into it. So I'll cut to the chase and say quick answer, yes, it's worth it. But if you need convincing, let me tell you, this is a PvP game where you're in a mech as a suit, because you're sitting in it, and that's kind of a cool thing, right? But you know what, I'd almost compare this to a Souls game. It has everything I want out of a Souls game, it's just strictly PvP. Yeah, there's some PvE you can do in here, they have some little missions where you can get some bonus materials, but it's really focused around the PvP aspect. It might be 4v4, I mean, you can actually do what you want up to 6v6, but it's with that deliberate sort of combat, action-oriented combat. There's dodging, there's countering, there's melee, there's ranged, and among that is all the different classes. There's support, raid, and general. But each one can be played differently. And so as a free-to-play game, it does have the element to get free things. Like I said, you can pay if you want to get your tokens, but you can get a lot of it just by playing and not have to spend any money. Because there's daily challenges that give you tokens, and then your tokens add up to where then you can go and spend them at the supply counter. And so yeah, each week there'll be a new mobile suit that would be either one that hasn't been released before, or it might be an old one that's back up to win again, because you kind of use the tokens to try to win a suit. Now you might not get the suit you want, but out of the over 300, you're going to get a random awesome suit. And so over time, like again, I've been playing since it came out on PlayStation, get tons of suits. There's so many, because there's so many different cost levels, because it's sort of in universe what that suit, how powerful it would be. They kind of have those lined up in their own cost brackets. And along with that is the ability to paint and customize the look of your mobile suit if you want it to look a certain way, add decals, weathering as well. And that's just for the looks, but even for gameplay mechanics, you can upgrade and customize your suit. There's a hangar bay that you can leave one in there. It's almost like another daily kind of thing you can do, where you can have a mobile suit in a hangar for, I think it's like 72 hours. That upgrades it a little bit, but then you get upgrade parts that you can apply to buff certain aspects, whether that's defense, offense, maneuverability, etc. And along with that is the fact that when you play, you could choose ground maps or space maps. And the space and ground combat are quite different, which is a very interesting aspect of this game because it takes into account the gravity. But also you can create custom matches to set things up with friends or by yourself, or even free practice where you can just set a match to just learn the suits on your own. And because it's coming to Steam, that means there's a whole bunch of new suits people will be able to play, but also they're going to continually be adding new ones. So there's always going to be content, especially when it comes to maps too. They're always adding in new maps, and they're always doing updates and tweaks to previous suits. So if you want to be able to play a PvP game that has constant updates and a lot of nuance to characters, skills, abilities in a skill-based, action-oriented setting, this is for you, especially if you like Souls-like combat. If you like mech combat in general and you want it to feel more like a mech, then let's say something like Gundam Evolution. Gundam Evolution does a good job of being a hero shooter, but GBO2 does a good job of feeling like you're in a mech. So is it worth getting into GBO2 in 2023? I answered with yes, and hopefully the things I brought up can really convince you, because it's free to play, it has tons of options, new content coming out all the time. So I say give it a shot, it's free, and it has that really strong skill-based combat in the mechanics that is something I love, that I'm a fan of from games, like the Souls games and Armored Core. I mean, it's all here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any other questions about GBO2, or maybe any comments to leave for others that are watching this, yeah, just put them in the comment section below, and check the Discord. There's a link in the description for it. We talk about GBO2 and actually just Gundam lore in general. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't, and like if you thought this was cool. But thanks for watching.